Hey everyone, welcome back to English Boost Zone, the place to learn real everyday English and have some fun doing it. Thanks for joining us today. In this podcast, we help you learn useful English for daily life. We also want to keep you motivated and feeling good about your English journey. Today's topic is something really important: how to express fear. We'll talk about expressing fear politely, talking about anxiety and stress, using fear expressions in professional situations, and how to respond when someone else is scared. This topic is really important. Many English learners feel nervous but don't know how to say it clearly. But don't worry, today we'll give you tips to express yourself naturally, stay confident, and communicate step by step. Now you will listen to a story about Sarah and how she learned to express fear in English. You'll also learn vocabulary, practice speaking, and shadowing with us. So if you are ready, get comfortable and let's learn together. In this part, we will understand the fear, deeply trough a story of Sarah. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah is an English learner just like you. One morning, she woke up feeling really nervous. Today was her big presentation at work and she didn't know how to express her fear in English. Sarah looked at herself in the mirror and thought, "I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I have this presentation today and I'm worried I'll forget what to say." She remembered her English teacher saying it's okay to feel nervous before big moments. Everyone feels this way sometimes. But Sarah felt more than just a little nervous. She felt uncomfortable speaking in front of people. It made her quite anxious. She took a deep breath and reminded herself that many people feel this way. She was doing great by even trying. As Sarah sat at her desk that morning, she felt so overwhelmed. Her mind was racing with everything she needed to do. She noticed physical feelings too. She had butterflies in her stomach. Her heart was pounding. She felt tight in her chest. Sarah recognized these as classic anxiety symptoms. Her body was responding to stress. She told herself, "I'm under a lot of pressure right now. Sometimes I feel on edge all day. I can't relax, but I can manage this. These feelings will pass." Then came the difficult part. Sarah needed to talk to her boss about the project deadline. She felt scared, but she knew she couldn't sound unprofessional. She couldn't just say, "I'm terrified" or "I'm freaking out." So before we go to the vocabulary part, let's talk more about Sarah's story and today's topic, expressing fear. I think Sarah's experience is something many people can relate to. We feel scared or nervous, but we don't know the right words to say in English. Sarah woke up nervous, but she didn't panic. She thought about the right words to use. That's true. For example, when Sarah felt nervous in the morning, she said, "I'm a little nervous, to be honest." She didn't just say, "I'm scared." She used a softer phrase and added "to be honest" to sound more natural and polite. Exactly, but Sarah's journey shows us the whole picture. She experienced different levels of fear throughout the day. In the morning, it was mild nervousness. Then it became anxiety with physical symptoms. Then she needed professional language at work. Finally, she had to help someone else. Yes, and this happens in real life too. Some days we feel a little worried. Other days we feel overwhelmed. Sometimes we're at work and need to sound professional, and sometimes our friends need our support. That's why it's important to learn different phrases for different situations. Sarah knew that "I have butterflies in my stomach" describes a physical feeling. She knew that concerned sounds more professional than scared. She knew that "I hear you" shows empathy. I love that. Even knowing a few key phrases made a huge difference for Sarah. If you can express one feeling clearly, that's great progress. Right, communication takes time. Some people express emotions easily, others need more practice. But if you keep learning like Sarah did, you will get better. Also, Sarah's journey is special. She learned in her own way, step by step. She made mistakes, felt nervous, but kept going, and that's something to be proud of. So don't worry about being perfect. Don't try to sound like a native speaker immediately. Just keep learning day by day like Sarah. Stay motivated, stay positive, and remember, you are doing great. Yes, you're already taking action by listening to this podcast. That means you're on the right path. Now, let's look at some useful words and phrases from Sarah's story. These words will help you understand and speak better English. Let's start. Nervous. To be nervous means to feel worried or anxious about something. Example, Sarah was nervous about her presentation. She felt worried and uncomfortable. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means you feel like there's too much to handle. You can't manage everything. Example, Sarah felt overwhelmed in the morning. She had so many things to do and didn't know where to start. Butterflies in my stomach. This phrase means you feel nervous or excited. Your stomach feels strange, like butterflies are flying inside. Example, Sarah had butterflies in her stomach before the presentation. Her stomach felt nervous. My mind was racing. This phrase means your thoughts are going very fast. You're thinking about many things quickly. Example, Sarah's mind was racing with everything she needed to do. She couldn't slow down her thoughts. Concerned. Concerned means worried, but it sounds more formal and professional than scared or worried. Example, Sarah told her boss, "I'm concerned about the timeline." This sounds professional and polite. Hesitant. Hesitant means you're not sure about something. You're holding back because you're worried. Example, Sarah was hesitant to commit to the deadline. She wasn't sure if it was possible. Apprehensive. Apprehensive means nervous about something that will happen in the future. Example, Tom felt apprehensive about his presentation tomorrow. He was worried about the future. I hear you. This phrase means I understand you or I'm listening to you. It shows empathy. Example, Sarah said, "I hear you, Tom." She was showing that she understood his feelings. Validate. To validate means to show someone that their feelings are normal and acceptable. Example, Sarah validated Tom's feelings by saying, "It's completely normal to feel anxious." Try to use these words when you speak or write. It will help you remember them better. Now, let's move on to speaking practice with some fun questions about Sarah's story. Now, we'll help you practice speaking with some easy questions about the story. This is called the listen and answer method. I'll ask questions and you should try to answer them out loud. Speaking out loud is very important. It helps you speak faster and more naturally in English. If you don't know the answer, don't worry, just listen to the correct answer and try again later. You can pause the podcast, go back and listen again. Repeating this practice many times will help you remember words, understand better, and speak more confidently. So let's start practicing together. Answer the questions out loud. Question 1. How did Sarah feel when she woke up? Answer: she felt nervous. She was a little nervous about her presentation. Question 2. What was Sarah worried about? Answer: she was worried about her presentation. She was worried she would forget what to say. Question 3. Did Sarah express her fear politely? Answer: yes, she did. She said, "I'm a little nervous, to be honest." Question 4. What made Sarah feel uncomfortable? Answer: speaking in front of people made her uncomfortable. It made her quite anxious. Question 5. How did Sarah feel in the morning at her desk? Answer: she felt overwhelmed. Her mind was racing with everything she needed to do. Question 6. What physical symptoms did Sarah have? Answer: she had butterflies in her stomach, her heart was pounding, she felt tight in her chest. Question 7. What does "my mind was racing" mean? Answer: it means her thoughts were going very fast. She was thinking about many things quickly. Question 8. Was Sarah under pressure? Answer: yes, she was. She was under a lot of pressure and felt on edge all day. Question 9. Could Sarah relax easily? Answer: no, she couldn't. She felt on edge and couldn't relax. Question 10. What did Sarah say to her boss? Answer: she said, "I have some concerns about the project timeline. I'm hesitant to commit to Friday's deadline. Could we discuss alternatives?" Question 11. Did Sarah use professional language with her boss? Answer: yes, she did. She used words like concerns and hesitant instead of scared or terrified. Question 12. Who came to Sarah for help? Answer: Tom. Her colleague Tom came to her because he was anxious about his presentation. Question 13. What did Sarah do first when Tom was scared? Answer: she acknowledged his feeling. She said, "I hear you, that sounds really stressful." Question 14. What does acknowledge mean? Answer: it means to recognize and accept someone's feeling, to show you understand. Question 15. How did Sarah help Tom feel better? Answer: she acknowledged his feeling, validated it by saying it's normal, and offered support. She asked, "How can I help?" Question 16. Did Sarah say, "Don't worry" or just "calm down"? Answer: no, she didn't. She knew those phrases don't really help. She showed understanding instead. Question 17. How did Sarah feel at the end of the day? Answer: she felt stronger. She felt proud because she learned to express fear and help others. So Sarah was careful with her words. She walked into her boss's office and said, "Thank you for meeting with me. I have some concerns about the project timeline. I'm hesitant to commit to Friday's deadline with our current resources. Could we discuss alternatives?" Her boss appreciated her honesty and professionalism. Sarah felt proud. She had expressed her worry but stayed professional. She used words like concerned and hesitant instead of saying, "I'm scared." Later that afternoon, Sarah's colleague Tom came to her desk. He looked really worried. He said he was anxious about his presentation tomorrow and didn't know what to do. Sarah remembered how she felt that morning. She knew exactly how to help. First, she acknowledged his feeling. She said, "I hear you, Tom, that sounds really stressful." Then she validated his emotion. She told him it's completely normal to feel anxious before presentations. Anyone would feel this way. I felt the same this morning. Finally, she offered support. She asked, "How can I help? Would it help if we practice together? We could go through your slides right now." Tom smiled. He felt so much better. Sarah realized something important. She had learned to express her own fear clearly, and now she could help others too. She didn't say things like "don't worry" or "just calm down," because those don't really help. By the end of the day, Sarah understood that expressing fear is a skill. Everyone needs it. In the morning, she felt scared and didn't know what to say, but now she knew the right words for every situation. She could express fear politely, use professional language at work, and support her friends. Sarah went home feeling stronger. She was learning, growing, and helping others. That's what communication is all about. Now let's practice shadowing. You'll hear sentences from Sarah's story. Listen carefully, then repeat out loud. If it's too fast, just pause or slow down the podcast. Repeat this practice often. Shadowing helps you speak more clearly, naturally, and with confidence. Let's begin. Sarah woke up feeling really nervous. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I have this presentation today, and I'm worried I'll forget what to say. I feel uncomfortable speaking in front of people. It makes me quite anxious. Sarah felt so overwhelmed. Her mind was racing with everything she needed to do. She had butterflies in her stomach. Her heart was pounding. She felt tight in her chest. I'm under a lot of pressure right now. Sometimes I feel on edge all day. I can't relax. These feelings will pass. Sarah needed to talk to her boss about the deadline. She couldn't sound unprofessional. I have some concerns about the project timeline. I'm hesitant to commit to Friday's deadline with our current resources. Could we discuss alternatives? She expressed her worry but stayed professional. Tom looked really worried. I hear you, Tom. That sounds really stressful. It's completely normal to feel anxious before presentations. Anyone would feel this way. How can I help? Would it help if we practice together? We could go through your slides right now. Sarah realized something important. She had learned to express her own fear clearly. Now she could help others too. Expressing fear is a skill. Everyone needs it. She felt stronger. That's what communication is all about. Great job today, everyone. You listened to Sarah's story, learned new words, and practiced speaking with us. Remember, to speak English well, you need to practice often. So listen to this podcast again 2 times, 3 times, or more. Each time you'll understand more and speak better. And don't forget what we learned from Sarah's story. When you feel scared or nervous, you now know how to express it. Use phrases like "I'm a little nervous" to be honest, or "I'm quite anxious about this." Be honest about your feelings. When you're at work, use professional words like concerned, apprehensive, or hesitant. Always pair your worry with a solution, just like Sarah did. Say what you need clearly. When someone else is scared, remember Sarah's 3 steps: acknowledge, validate, and support. Say, "I hear you," tell them their feeling is normal, and offer help. And most importantly, don't worry about being perfect. Sarah wasn't perfect. She felt nervous, overwhelmed, and scared, but she kept going. She learned step by step, and by the end of the day, she was helping others. That can be you too. Every day is a chance to practice. Every conversation is a chance to use these phrases. Start small, keep going, and you will improve. If you like this lesson, check out more episodes on English Boost Zone. We have many helpful lessons for you on everyday English topics. Also, practice these phrases this week. Try to use at least one fear expression in a real conversation. Notice when others express fear. Practice responding with empathy. Thanks for learning with us today. Keep going, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Remember, you're not just learning English. You're learning to express your real self just like Sarah did, and that's something to be proud of. Bye for now and happy learning.